Han felt cold, very cold. His eyes opened slowly as the frost melted from his eyelashes. The bright white light above him hurt his eyes. He tried to move, but his body was stiff. "Stay still," a calm voice said. "Your muscles need time to wake up." Han turned his head slightly. A blue light shaped like a woman stood next to his bed. She was not real, just light made to look like a person. "Jew?" Han's voice was rough. He had not used it for a long time. "Yes, Han. I am Jew. You have been asleep for 2,980 years. Welcome back." Han closed his eyes. Almost 3,000 years. The last time he was awake, Earth still existed. Now it was gone. "Help me up," he said. The room changed. The bed moved, lifting Han into a sitting position. Robots came forward with water and clothes. "Where are we?" Han asked after drinking the water. His throat felt better. "We are on the ship *Vengeance*, Jew said. "We are hiding at the edge of Galactic Council space." Han stood up. His legs shook, but he stayed standing. The robots helped him dress. "How many humans are on this ship?" he asked. "You are the only one with pure Earth genes," Jew said. "There are 500 crew members, but they are all born from the colonies." Han walked to the window. Stars filled the black space outside. Somewhere out there was where Earth used to be. "Show me," he said. Jew knew what he meant. The room darkened. Stars appeared all around them. Han was now standing in space, or at least it looked that way. "This is a recording from 3,000 years ago," Jew said. A blue and green planet appeared. Earth. Beautiful Earth with its oceans and clouds. Han felt his heart beat faster. Then ships appeared, hundreds of them. They surrounded Earth like hungry animals. "The Galactic Council voted to destroy Earth," Jew explained. 7 species voted yes. 4 voted no. They feared humans would become too powerful. Han watched as the ships fired white beams at Earth. The planet cracked like an egg. Pieces flew apart. Billions of people died in seconds. Some humans escaped, Jew continued. They had built secret ships, knowing this might happen. They fled to dark space where the Council couldn't find them. The image changed to show small human colonies growing on hidden planets. "For 3,000 years, we have hidden. We have built our strength. We have waited," Jew said. "Now we are ready." The lights came back on. Han wiped tears from his face. "How many of us survived?" he asked. 50 million humans live on hidden worlds, Jew said. They have changed their bodies to be stronger. They have built technology the Council cannot imagine. Han walked to another window. A massive ship floated nearby. Then another, and another. A fleet of warships stretched into the distance. "We woke you because you are the last pure human," Jew said. "The last person who saw Earth with his own eyes. Our people need you to lead them." "Lead them where?" Han asked, though he knew the answer. "To justice," Jew said. "The Council thinks we are extinct. They believe they erased us from the galaxy 3,000 years ago." Han touched the window. His reflection looked back at him, the last man from Earth. "Time to show them how wrong they are," he said. On a screen nearby, a map showed thousands of human ships moving into position around Council space. The revenge of humanity was about to begin. The ship landed softly on the gray surface of HFY. Han stood at the window, looking at the strange planet the humans now call home. It did not look like Earth. The sky was dark purple. The ground was rocky, but humans had lived here for hundreds of years. "Welcome to HFY," said Moon as she walked up beside Han. She was tall and strong. Her eyes were sharp. "This is our main colony." Moon was the military leader of the humans. She had never seen Earth. No one had except Han. "How many people live here?" Han asked. 10 million on this planet, Moon said. 40 million more spread across 6 other hidden worlds. They walked out of the ship. The air felt thick in Han's lungs. He had to breathe more slowly. "You'll get used to it," Moon said. "Your body is still used to Earth air." They got into a small flying car. It rose above the ground and moved fast over the rocky land. Soon they reached a mountain. But it wasn't really a mountain, it was a door. The huge rock face slid open, and they flew inside. Han's eyes went wide. Inside the fake mountain was a massive city. Tall buildings reached up toward the rock ceiling. Lights made it look like daytime. People walked on streets and worked in gardens where food grew. "We had to build underground," Moon explained. "Council ships sometimes fly through this system. We couldn't risk being seen." The car landed at a tall building in the center of the city. They went inside and up to the top floor. A man with gray hair waited for them. "This is Da," Moon said. "He builds our ships." Day bowed slightly to Han. "It is an honor to meet someone from Earth." Han nodded back. "Show me what you've built." Day touched a wall. It became clear, showing a massive underground space below the city. Huge ships sat in rows. Workers moved around them like ants. 1,000 warships, Daz said proudly. "Each one can fight 10 council ships and win." "How?" Han asked. "The council has advanced technology." Day smiled. "They think they do, but they stopped growing. They became comfortable. For 3,000 years, we've had one goal, to become better than them." Moon led Han to another room. The walls showed pictures of different alien species. "We have spies in every part of council space," she said. "Humans who look like aliens. They've been gathering information for centuries." "The council doesn't know we're coming," Dai added. "They think humans died with Earth." Han touched one of the pictures. It showed a bug-like alien with 6 legs. "The Kavix," Moon said. "They led the vote to destroy Earth. Their world will be our first target." "Do we kill them?" Han asked. Moon looked at him carefully. "That's for you to decide. You're the last one who saw what they did to Earth. You will lead this mission." Han thought about Earth exploding, about billions of people dying in moments. Part of him wanted revenge, but another part wondered if killing would make humans just like the council. "When do we start?" he asked. "Tomorrow," Daz said. "Our ships are in position. We can hit the Kavix homeworld and be gone before they know what happened." Han looked out a window at the underground city. These people had waited 3,000 years for this moment. They had built a new home, a new life. Now they wanted justice. "Tomorrow, then," Han said. "The galaxy will learn that humans aren't so easy to erase." As night fell on Turek 7, lights on the 1,000 warships began to glow. The time for hiding was over. The human fleet moved through space like dark shadows. 500 ships headed for Kavix Prime, home of the bug-like aliens who had led the vote to destroy Earth. Han stood on the bridge of the largest ship, the Vengeance *. "We will reach Kavix Prime in 10 minutes, said Sung, the fleet commander. Her face showed no fear, only focus. Han nodded. "Are our stealth systems working?" "Yes," said Jin, the stealth expert. He was small, but his eyes missed nothing. "Their sensors cannot see us." The plan was simple but dangerous. They would disable the Kavix defense systems without killing anyone. Then Han would deliver a message. The humans wanted the galaxy to know they were back. 5 minutes to Kavix Prime, Sung announced. Han looked at the screen. A orange-brown planet grew larger as they got closer. This was the home of the species that had wanted humans gone forever. "Activate the pulse weapons," Han ordered. The human ships surrounded the planet. From each ship, blue rings of energy spread out. These rings passed through the planet's shields like they weren't there. "Pulse complete," Jin reported. "All Kavix defense systems are offline. Their ships are dead in space." "Any casualties?" Han asked. Jin checked his screen. "None. The pulse only affects technology, not living beings." Han took a deep breath. "Open a channel to their capital city." On the main screen, a confused Kavix leader appeared. The alien had 6 legs, hard shell-like skin, and large eyes that blinked rapidly in fear. "Who are you?" the Kavix leader asked. "How did you disable our defenses?" Han stepped forward where the alien could see him. "I am Han, from Earth." The Kavix leader's body went still with shock. "Earth? That's not possible. Earth was destroyed 3,000 years ago." "Yes," Han said, "by your ancestors and the Galactic Council. But some humans escaped. We have been waiting, growing stronger, and now we have returned." The alien began to shake. "What do you want?" "Justice," Han said simply. "For 3,000 years, your people have lived in peace while Earth is nothing but dust. That peace ends today." Han turned to Sung. "Send the message to all Council worlds." Across Galactic Council space, on every planet and space station, screens suddenly changed. Han's face appeared, and he spoke. "To all Council species, I am Han, the last human born on Earth. You believe you erased humanity from the galaxy 3,000 years ago. You were wrong. We survived. We remember. And now we have returned." The message played everywhere, in homes, on ships, in government buildings. Aliens of all types watched with growing fear. "We do not wish unnecessary bloodshed," Han continued. "But we demand justice for Earth. In the coming days, we will contact each council member with our terms. How you respond will determine whether we come in peace or war." The message ended. On Kavix Prime, the alien leader was shaking. "What will you do to us?" the Kavix asked. Han looked at the alien for a long moment. "Nothing. Today, we have disabled your weapons to show we can. When they come back online in 1 hour, remember this. If we wanted you dead, you would be already." The human fleet began to move away from the planet. "Where to now?" Sung asked. "Harmony Station," Han said. "The seat of the Galactic Council. They are meeting an emergency session right now, trying to understand what's happening. Let's go show them." As the fleet jumped to light speed, reports flooded in from across the galaxy. Human ships had appeared everywhere at once. Species that had thought humans extinct for millennia now faced their return. And they were afraid. Harmony Station was the largest structure in Council space. The huge ring-shaped station was where all important decisions were made. Right now, it was in chaos. Representatives from 50 alien species sat in the great meeting hall. They shouted and argued. Some were angry. Others were scared. All were confused by the sudden return of humans. Han stood outside the hall with Bo, a human who had worked for years as a spy. Bo looked like an alien with blue skin, but it was just a disguise. "Are you ready?" Bo asked. Han nodded. "Let's show them what humans can do." They walked into the hall. The room went quiet as everyone saw Han. Many had never seen a human before. "How dare you come here?" shouted one alien, a tall reptile-like creature. "Your ships have violated our space." "We only took back what was ours," Han said calmly. "The right to exist." An older alien with 4 arms raised them for silence. "I am the head of the council. We should listen to what the human has to say." Han stepped to the center of the room. 3,000 years ago, your council voted to destroy Earth. Billions of innocent humans died. You thought you killed us all. But we survived. We hid. We grew stronger. "That was 3,000 years ago," said another alien. "None of us were alive then. Why punish us for what our ancestors did?" Some council members nodded in agreement. Others looked angry. Bo stepped forward. "For 3,000 years, we've lived in fear, in hiding. While you enjoyed the galaxy, we had to hide in the dark corners of space. What do you want?" asked the head of the council. "Justice," Han said. "The truth to be known by all, and those responsible to face judgment." "Those responsible are long dead," shouted the reptile alien. Han looked around the room. "Are they? We know the 7 species that voted to destroy Earth. We know their descendants still hold power in this council. The room grew quiet again. We also know something else, Han continued. Humans have been part of your society for centuries. You just didn't know it. Gasps filled the room. Bo touched a device on his wrist. His blue skin faded, showing he was human. Humans are everywhere, Han said. Working on your ships, living in your cities. Some are even in this room right now. Several aliens around the room stood up. They touched devices like Bo's, and their alien features disappeared. They were all humans in disguise. Spies, the reptile alien shouted. This is an invasion. No, Han said. This is survival. When you tried to kill us all, we had to adapt. To hide in plain sight. The council erupted in shouts. Some called for peace, saying this generation shouldn't pay for old crimes. Others wanted to fight the humans immediately. The head of the council raised all four arms again. We will vote on how to respond to the humans' return. The vote was close. 26 species voted to reject the humans' demands for justice. 24 voted to accept. The majority has spoken, the head said. We will mobilize our fleets to defend council space against any human aggression. Han looked disappointed but not surprised. He touched a small device in his hand. Across council space, human agents received the signal. They activated hidden technology in thousands of military bases, shipyards, and weapon platforms. All across the galaxy, council military systems shut down. What have you done? The head of the council asked in shock. Given you a choice, Han said. Talk peace with us, or be defenseless. Han and Bo walked out of the hall as angry shouts followed them. The council was now divided between those who wanted war and those who wanted peace, and the humans had just proven they had the upper hand. Veritas Station floated in space like a giant silver book. This was where the council kept all its records. Every decision, every law, and every secret for the past 10,000 years was stored here. Han's small ship docked quietly at a hidden port. No alarm sounded. The council did not know they were here. We have 4 hours before they notice us, said Min as they stepped out of the ship. She was the best data expert among the humans. Her job was to find the truth about Earth's destruction. With them was Kyung, head of security. His eyes constantly scanned for danger. Guards change shifts in 30 minutes. We must be inside by then. They moved through empty halls. Min used a special device to open locked doors. Soon they reached the main archive room. It was huge, with tall shelves of data crystals stretching up into darkness. Where do we start? Han asked, looking at the millions of crystals. Min smiled. I've been preparing for this day for 20 years. She took out a small computer. This will find what we need. While Min worked, Kyung set up devices around the room. These will block security sensors, he explained to Han. As far as they know, this room is empty. Min's computer made a soft beep. Found it. Section 7B, the records from 3,000 years ago. They moved to a shelf high above the floor. Kyung used his enhanced strength to climb up and bring down a box of old crystals. Min put the first crystal into her computer. Images appeared in the air above it. Han saw alien faces around a table arguing. These are the council meetings before Earth's destruction, Min said. Let's see what they really said. For an hour, they watched the meetings. Han felt cold anger as he saw aliens discuss Earth like it was a problem to be solved. There, Min said, pointing to one alien with gray skin. That's Vorix, leader of the Kavix. Listen to what he says. The gray alien spoke. Humans advance too quickly. In 500 years, they've achieved what took us 2,000. If we wait another century, they will surpass us all. They must be stopped now. Han clenched his fists. They destroyed Earth because they were afraid we would become too advanced. Yes, Min said, but there's more. She changed to another crystal. This one showed 7 alien leaders in a private room. These are the 7 who voted to destroy Earth, Min explained. What they say here was kept secret from the rest of the council. The aliens spoke of using Earth's destruction as a warning to other rising species. They talked about taking Earth's resources for themselves, and they mentioned a plan to control the council for the next 5,000 years. 3 of these species still control the council today, Kyung said. The Kavix, the Dorith, and the Jex. Min downloaded all the data. We have proof now. Proof they didn't just destroy Earth out of fear. They did it for power. Suddenly, Kyung's device beeped. Guards coming. We need to leave. They rushed back toward their ship. As they turned a corner, 2 guards stood in their way. Kyung moved quickly, touching both guards on the neck. They fell to the floor, asleep but not hurt. We have what we came for, Han said as they reached their ship. The truth about Earth's destruction. As their ship flew away from Veritas Station, Han looked at the data crystals Min had stolen. Now we know exactly who was responsible. What will you do with this information? Min asked. Han's face was serious. Share it with everyone in the galaxy. Then offer the guilty a choice. What choice? Kyung asked. Justice or war, Han said. Their decision. The small ship disappeared into the stars, carrying the truth that would change the galaxy forever. Every screen in Council space showed the same thing. The proof of Earth's destruction. The secret meetings. The true reasons why 7 species had voted to destroy a planet with billions of people. Han watched from the bridge of the *Vengeance* as his message played across the galaxy. Beside him stood Hyun, the fleet admiral, and Rim, the diplomatic officer. Will this work? Han asked. The people of the Council worlds are already angry, Rim said. Many did not know the truth about Earth. Now they do. On the main screen, they saw crowds on different planets. Some aliens marched in the streets. Others gathered outside government buildings. They all demanded answers from their leaders. The Kavix, Dorith, and Jex leaders are hiding, Hyun reported. Their own people are turning against them. Han nodded. It was time for the next step. Send the ultimatum. Rim pressed a button. Han's face appeared on screens across the galaxy again. People of the Galactic Council, Han said. You have seen the truth. Earth was destroyed not for the safety of the galaxy, but so that 7 species could gain power. 3 of those species still rule over you today. Han paused. We humans do not blame all aliens for what happened to Earth. We blame those who planned it, and those who covered up the truth for 3,000 years. The message showed pictures of the current Kavix, Dorith, and Jex leaders. Our demand is simple, Han continued. These leaders must face human justice for the crimes of their ancestors. If they come willingly, there will be peace. If they refuse, we will take them by force. He gave them 1 day to decide. Then the message ended. Do you think they will surrender? Rim asked. Some will, Han said. Others will fight. He was right. Within hours, the Dorith people arrested their own leaders and offered to hand them over to the humans. They wanted peace. The Jex were divided. Half their worlds wanted to surrender their leaders. The other half prepared for war. The Kavix refused completely. They called humans animals and said they would never bow to them. 4 other species that had voted for Earth's destruction 3,000 years ago had lost power over time. They quickly agreed to human demands, not wanting to face human ships. The Dorith and some Jex worlds will surrender their leaders, Rim reported. The Kavix and remaining Jex worlds refuse. Han looked at the map showing human ships across Council space. Then we will take what they will not give. Hyun stepped forward. My ships are ready. We can attack the Kavix and Jex homeworlds tomorrow. Han thought for a moment. What was justice? What was revenge? Was there a difference? No, he finally said. We will not attack their worlds. We will only take their leaders. How? Rim asked. They are heavily guarded. Han smiled. They forget we have been among them for centuries. Across council space, humans who had been living as spies began to act. On the Kavix homeworld, the leader's personal guard suddenly revealed themselves as humans. They captured the Kavix leader without firing a shot. On the Jex worlds that refused to surrender, similar scenes played out. Human spies who had worked for years in secret positions took control of key systems. They captured Jex leaders while they slept. In less than one day, every leader who had refused to surrender was in human hands. All targets captured, Hyun reported with surprise. No casualties on either side. Han nodded. Bring them to the Nexus. It's time for the leaders of the past to face the people they try to erase. The human fleet began to move toward the center of council space, carrying the aliens who would finally answer for Earth's destruction. The Nexus floated in space like a giant wheel. It was the oldest and most important space station in the galaxy. Built 10,000 years ago, it was the place where the Galactic Council had first formed. Han stood on the bridge of the Vengeance as they approached the Nexus. Behind his ship came the human fleet. They carried the captured leaders of the Kavix and Jex worlds, along with the surrendered Dorith leaders. Enemy ships ahead, said June, the weapons officer. Her hands moved quickly over the controls. They formed a blockade around the Nexus. Han looked at the screen. Hundreds of council ships stood in their way, the last defenders of the old order. They're hailing us, said Sue, the tactical officer. An alien face appeared on the screen. It had green skin and 3 eyes. This is Admiral Zex of the Council Defense Force. Turn back now, humans, or we will fire. Han stepped forward. We have no quarrel with your ships, Admiral. We only want to bring these leaders to justice. They are council officials, Zex said. You have no right to judge them. We have every right, Han replied. They destroyed our world. The alien admiral's face hardened. This is your final warning. The screen went dark. Han looked at his officers. Prepare for battle. Non-lethal weapons only. June nodded. Pulse cannons ready. They will disable their ships without killing the crews. The human fleet moved forward. The council ships opened fire. Bright beams of energy flashed across space. Shields holding, Sue reported. No damage. Han watched as his ships returned fire. Blue pulses hit the council ships. Their lights flickered and went out. They drifted in space, dead but not destroyed. Their weapons are too old, Jun said with surprise. They can't even touch our shields. One by one, the council ships lost power. None of their weapons could break through the advanced human shields. In less than an hour, the path to the Nexus was clear. Dock at the main entrance, Han ordered. Prepare the boarding party. Han led 20 humans onto the Nexus. They carried only stun weapons. They didn't want to kill, only to reach the council chamber. Council guards tried to stop them. Kyung and his security team disabled them quickly with stun blasts. The humans moved through the station like ghosts, fast and quiet. Finally, they'd reached the great doors of the council chamber. Inside, the remaining council leaders had gathered for a last stand. Ready? Han asked his team. They nodded. The doors opened. Inside, 50 aliens stood around a large table. At the head sat the oldest member of the council, a Kavix with gray skin and dull eyes. So, the old Kavix said, the animals have come to take revenge. Han walked forward slowly. We are not animals. We're humans, and we don't want revenge. We want justice. What's the difference? The Kavix asked. Revenge would be destroying your worlds like you destroyed ours, Han said. Justice is holding accountable those who made the decision, not punishing innocent people. Han placed a data crystal on the table. This contains all the truth about Earth's destruction. It will be shared with every world in the galaxy. The old Kavix laughed. And then what? Will you kill us? Han looked at the alien for a long moment. 3,000 years of human pain, human hiding, human waiting for this moment. What would justice look like? No, Han finally said. "Your fate is not for me alone to decide." He turned to his team. "Bring them to the ship. All the human colonies will decide their punishment together." As they led the alien leaders away, Han looked around the empty council chamber. The place where Earth's fate had been decided so long ago. Now humans were back, changing the galaxy again. The final battle was over, but the hardest decision was still to come. The planet below them was blue and green, with white clouds swirling across its surface. It looked a lot like Earth once did. This was New Earth, a planet that humans had terraformed over the past 1,000 years. Han stood at the window of his home, looking down at the new human homeworld. 1 year had passed since the humans had captured the council leaders. Much had changed in the galaxy since then. "Beautiful view," said Young as she joined him at the window. She was the leader of the new human government. Hard to believe that a year ago, most aliens didn't even know humans still existed. Han nodded. "Now we lead the galaxy." After capturing the council leaders, the humans had called for a new galactic government. Most species had agreed. They were tired of the old council and its secrets. "How are the trials going?" Han asked. "Almost done," Young said. "The 7 species responsible for Earth's destruction have admitted their guilt. Their leaders will spend the rest of their lives working to rebuild worlds that the old council destroyed." Han thought this was fair. Humans had not killed any of the captured leaders. That would have been revenge, not justice. Instead, they would help fix the damage their ancestors had caused. "Jun wants to see you," Young said. "She's at the memorial." Han took a small ship down to the planet's surface. There, in the middle of a large park, stood the Earth Memorial. It was made from actual pieces of Earth, collected from the debris field where the planet once orbited. Rocks, soil, and even water from the dead world had been brought here. Jun waited for him there. She was a xenobiologist who studied alien life. But today she was helping with the memorial. "It's almost ready," she said as Han approached, just in time for the ceremony. Today was exactly 3,000 years since Earth was destroyed. Humans from across the galaxy had gathered to remember. "What do you think?" Jun asked, showing Han the final addition to the memorial. It was a simple stone tablet with words carved into it. "Earth, never forgotten. Humanity, never defeated." "It's perfect," Han said. People began to gather around the memorial. Not just humans, but aliens too. Representatives from every species in the galaxy had come for this important day. Han stepped onto a small platform. The crowd went quiet. 3,000 years ago today, Earth was destroyed, he began. "Our ancestors were almost wiped out, but we survived. We hid. We planned. And when the time was right, we returned." The crowd listened in silence. "Many expected us to take revenge," Han continued, "to destroy the worlds of those who tried to destroy us. That would have been easy." He looked across the faces watching him. "But we chose a harder path. We chose justice over revenge, truth over more violence. And now we have a chance to build something new." Young stepped up beside him. She held a document in her hands. "Today, we sign a new charter," she announced. "One that promises no species will ever again face extinction for being different or advancing too quickly. One that ensures the truth is never hidden." Leaders from across the galaxy came forward to sign the charter. Humans and aliens together, agreeing to a new way forward. As the ceremony ended, Han walked alone to the edge of the memorial. He touched a small rock that had once been part of Earth, his home, the world he had been born on so long ago. "We did it," he whispered. "We didn't just survive. We made something better." Above, the stars were coming out as night fell on New Earth. Somewhere up there, the dust of old Earth still floated in space, but humanity had found a new home and a new purpose. Not just to exist, but to ensure no one ever faced what they had faced. It wasn't revenge that had saved humanity. It was justice.